Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to your match preview ahead of the Lincoln game tomorrow for Bristol Rovers. I wanted to come up a little bit earlier on and do this, but once again, I was sidetracked. So I'm finally up here now, and I just wanted to, like I said, give my match thoughts ahead of tomorrow's game now. It's been another interesting week for Rovers, obviously with the game in midweek and another signing yesterday in the shape of Ben Liddell. Much prefer Aldi, if I'm honest with you. But there's like a decent prospect from Middlesbrough. Again, another one of these players who has barely had any experience at all. I think he scored, I think it was 8 goals in 9 games in the Premier League Reserve Division, or as I like to call it, last season. But it's a different step up, different level. I hope he does well, and I wish him all the best at Rovers. I can't see him starting straight away, but who knows? So Lincoln tomorrow, then they have made a 100% record start in League One, 4 wins out of 4. Currently lying joint top. Michael Appleton, their manager, didn't quite hit the ground running at Lincoln last season. They had a good start under the Cowley brothers, and eventually they were poached by Huddersfield. And sort of Lincoln kind of plummeted down the league table. I think Lincoln had started well, and then they lost 6-0 to Oxford, and then lost, I think, about a week or two later to us. I think it was around about this time last season as well we played Lincoln. Or at this point last year, if you like, we played Lincoln. But since we won't hold a special place with Rovers after that magnificent win over there in the 07 playoff semi-final. I was too young to go, but I watched the telecast at the Rovers ground that night. Amazing night that was. But Rovers, like I said, they'll go there with a bit of confidence after a good win last week against, albeit a very poor Northampton side, but good for morale. And a decent display against Oxford. I don't think Rovers looked particularly poor in that game, just couldn't finish their chances. So plenty of positives going into tomorrow's game. They're not going to be easy. By far and away the hardest game in terms of the season so far, in terms of how the teams have played and results-wise and so on. Personally, looking at Lincoln there, you got the top scorer, George Grant with 4 league goals this campaign. So they are going to be a tough nut to crack. They're good defensively as well. I said before I take a draw. I'm still going to stick with it. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. That's my prediction. I'm probably going to get it horribly wrong, but I think Rovers could just eke out a draw, and I'll take a point. Obviously, I'd love Rovers to win, and obviously, if Rovers win that tomorrow, they'd be probably in the top half of the table. And all of a sudden, after 5 games, you're in the top half of the standings. Is going to look a lot more positive than being rock bottom a week prior. So, all in all, looking at the Rovers team now, obviously, Junai Younger is going to be out for a few weeks with an injury. So, hopefully, it's not too bad. It doesn't sound to be too bad. So, I should hopefully be back soon. I think Alex Rodman is still out with his ear problem. Must be a lot worse than I think probably most first thought if he's still out for this long. But personally, this is my predicted lineup, and something I will say: the lineup that was predicted, the lineup that was given last week for Rovers against Northampton was almost identical to what I predicted. So just I'm not taking any credit or anything, but if Garner's listening, I'm your man. So I'm going to go with the lineup. I don't think it's really going to change from Saturday. So I think we're going to go with obviously Jacola, who has recently become a father. So congratulations to Jacola, who's fortunately for Rovers not on international duty. Otherwise, we'd have been stuck with Van Stappershoff, who, no disrespect to him, I don't really think is up to League One level. A good backup keeper, but I'm not sure if League One's his level. League Two, I think, could be all right. So, Jacola in goal. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. That is my dog being a bit strange. You all right, buddy? So, Jacola in net. You're going to have Little as the wing back or right midfielder, right wing back, whatever you want to call it. Then a back 3, barring everyone's okay, of Baldwin, Aymer, and Cian Harris. I don't know if I read somewhere that Baldwin is injured. I might have just misread that. I hope he's not, because he looked okay the last couple of games. I might have just been just assuming things or maybe reading things wrong. Who knows? Left wing back, I'm going to go to Tonda again. No, I don't think Leahy should be starting. I'm not basing off of Tuesday, but I think Utonda played so well. I think he deserves to be in that spot. Midfield again of Westbrook, Grant, and McCormick. And then going forward, James Daly and Brandon Hanlon. I think Daly's a good player with someone to link up with. As like I said in the week, I think he's a bit isolated up front, up on his own. But I think he works well with Hanlon. So hopefully he can get his first goal for Rovers sooner than later, and he can build on from that. I don't know if Little will feature at all. I by the looks of things, he's an attacking midfielder. Like I said, with his goals last season. I don't know where Josh Barrett fits in with all of that, because he was kind of that player, but I'm not sure where he's going to fit. I'm fairly confident that one of our midfielders might go out on loan, potentially Owen Hargreaves. I'm not going to say Mayhew, perhaps. I thought we played a little bit further forward, but I think one of our midfielders is almost more than likely to go out on loan because we are absolutely flooded in that position now. I do still think we need another striker. I saw Charlton sign Omar Bogle today. I thought he would have been a good signing for us. I'm not going to say he would have scored 20 goals or something, but I think he would have hit double figures with the team around him, especially with a good amount of pace. He's quite a quick player for someone of his size. But just a bit, I'm not going to say Rovers missed out, but I think he would have been a good signing for us. Who knows? He could be absolutely shit for Charlton. So that's my look ahead to tomorrow's game there. It's one of those, like I said, it's still a bit early in the season to kind of predict how things are going to go. And I'll go too in depth on it, but Rovers with a real chance. If they can get a good result tomorrow, the start to the season doesn't look too bad. Now, I wasn't going to mention this, but this has gained a lot of attraction on social media. So I just wanted to chuck my 2 cents in there. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. So over the last week or so, there's been quite a few advertising boardings on bus stops throughout the city of Bristol City promotional stuff, I guess, season tickets, I'm not sure. I think it's mainly for Mansion Bet, I think, who is their shirt sponsor. I'm assuming, I don't really pay that much attention, but I think Mansion Bet is their shirt sponsor for this campaign. So, like any good marketing department, they've advertised everywhere, and some of the posters, if you will, have appeared on the Rovers side of Bristol. There's been one on the Bath Road in Brislington. There's been one spotted up by the Wellington pub just off of Muller Road, and I think there's also been one spotted in Hitsgate, which I've not particularly looked that deep into finding. Now, apparently there are several of these throughout the city. Someone said there could be close to 300 of these. I've not seen any of them until someone pointed them out to me on Facebook. Like I don't I don't look at the bus stops when I'm driving past. I'm usually focusing on the road. But this has caused a bit of a stir, and like I said, the people who were not happy with it, most of the people I know, so this isn't a jab at them at all. Like, I get on fine, but I just wanted to throw my opinions on it because it has riled a lot of Rovers fans the wrong way. And all I will say is I think it's fantastic marketing by Bristol City to do that. And they've got on exactly what they wanted, which was a reaction. They've got people talking about it. They've given them publicity, like I'm doing. There's been so said there was a complaint sent to Mansion Bet about it today. The one up in one up off of Muller Road up by the Wellington pub that says there's only one team in Bristol, and obviously it's there's more than one team in Bristol. I just think it's just all a bit an overreaction. City did it, or Mansion Bet did it to get a reaction, and it's worked, and they've got what they've achieved. And I just think there's far more to worry about than a piece of paper in a bus stop. But that's just me. I just think just move on. You've given it publicity. I think for those say it's a disgrace. It's all this. That's. Do you know what I mean? There's far more to worry about. Just don't worry about it. Let them be. And if it bothers you that much, ask well to put some posters up over in Ashton. I don't know. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. Like I said, everyone's got an opinion. That's mine. Do you know what I mean? But I can't believe this is even a conversation at the moment. So that'll do it for today's video. I will see you all back either Saturday or Sunday for my match recap. Have a good rest of your week. Be well and stay safe out there. Things aren't looking too good at the moment with COVID and so on. So I hope everyone's staying safe and well. Tell your loved ones you love them, and yeah, and just look out for each other. Speak to you all soon. Have a good weekend. Take care. Bye bye.